Hey guys, Richard at Ryden's Room here to my latest video. It's time for the book I've just finished only a few hours ago. This is the next book in the new Jedi Order series, Star Wars Edge of Victory 1 Conquest. And I absolutely love this book. I'm actually tearing through these NJO books a lot faster than I thought I would. Helps that some of them are a bit shorter. This one's only 300 pages, or just under. Same for part 2, but then Star by Star is much bigger at nearly 600. So that'll probably take a while. But then I thought the same thing about Jedi from the Cotton Horn book from way before this, and that really didn't take that long at all. Although that had more pages than I think it looked like, because the book was quite thin, but then the pages were really, really thin. I think it had basically crammed 600 pages into a 300-page book based on the size. But I got through that pretty quickly, and without not feeling tempted to skip any. And it's exactly the same with this one. And my dark sadness and those in the way. So yeah, got my latest, not my latest one. Sorry, got my Styles Pop Funko up here. I should get some more. I haven't got anything for the OT characters, hell, even the PTs other than the Darth Maul one. But oh well. So yeah, on to this book. Again, spoilers for New Jedi Order series, only up to this point because I haven't read any further or future book. NJO and before e.g. Heirs to the Empire, etc. So be warned, really, if you're reading this, watching this, I imagine you probably read a lot of the NJO maybe up to this point, maybe further. Again, please don't put any spoilers for future books in the comments, but I might reference something like Rogue Squadron, just a warning really, but again, nothing beyond this book. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Focus this time, much like Ban's point was all on Jason, this one is about his brother Anakin. Like I said in the previous book, Anakin clearly found his place as a Jedi, knows his place with the Force, everything, and this is kind of more of that. Jason massively doubting himself about the whole thing, unsure about whether the Force should be used as a weapon or not. You know, should any Force user use the powers, even if it's his defense? When does defense become attack? It's a great idea, and I love that Jason, realised, he's got to effectively just. Well, what I saw from it is that he's got to kind of control what he's doing, not be careful. You've got to be careful whether too much aggression will lead into the dark side, etc. But he knows he can't just do nothing. And yeah, when it came down to watching Leia die or giving into the Force and well and truly letting loose, he obviously did that. And yeah, Anakin's obviously more comfortable with that. But this book was really much more about him. He knows what sort of Jedi he wants to be, but of course he's aware of the risks of being a Jedi, though he knows, of course, who is named after. Obviously the man, as Stannis says in Game of Thrones Series 2, you argue him for the boy he was, not the man he became. And Leia's clearly got the same sort of thing going, named him for the boy that Darth Vader used to be. And yeah, because in one of the EU books, in fact, I think it was Truce at Bakura, weren't my favourite book, but I did love that Anakin Skywalker's ghost appears to Leia like immediately. Obviously, you got the Endor celebration bit when he gets like brought back as a ghost there. But yeah, the fact he appeared to Leia to try and earn some like forgiveness from her, and it's quite nice that Leia never really forgot that and then names him after. It's a hell of a lot better than, spoilers for the Disney sequel trilogy here, far more believable than naming a son Ben. Obviously Luke was one with a connection to Obi-Wan. Leia didn't really know him other than just knowing who he was. So yeah, I never likes that Kylo Ren's birth name was Ben Solo, but Anakin does make a lot of sense. Well, I imagine if Luke had had a child before Leia, he might have gone for Anakin. Who knows? Oh, maybe he still does. And at this point, Mara is pregnant and she believes it'll be a boy. But yeah, anyway, Anakin knows what he wants, but he's still got a lot of like self-reflection to go through. Really think about, understand these and Vong. This book effectively, Jedi are in danger. These and Vong are basically conning the galaxy. Everyone can see it's a trick, even the people who go along with it. They're basically saying, hand over every Jedi and we'll only stay in the planets we've taken over. Of course, it's all lies. They just want the greatest threat out of the way. I mean, even if Palpatine wasn't a Sith, he'd have done those things anyway, because the Jedi were the only way of stopping him. Of course, these Vong know that as well. They don't understand the Force, but they know what it can be used for. And a lot of this book is actually them attempting to learn it by enslaving Jedi and effectively turning them into their own dark Jedi army. And yeah, basically Luke's temple and Yavin 4 is in extreme danger. They're not able to get all the Jedi, particularly a few remaining children, out in time. Anakin has just got these horrible visions of what's going to happen. He's got a friend, Tahiri, who's there as well. Jedi put an illusion to protect Yavin, kind of like you see in other sci-fi when there's a planet or place completely hidden. But it's not going to last forever, especially with Jedi hunters, and it's not worldwide knowledge, but enough people will work out that Yavin, the home of the old Rebel Alliance base, is going to be a Jedi site. So yeah, Anakin goes there, ignores Luke's orders. He's right, these Vong, they're using people to help them catch Jedi. Of course, the Yuuzhan Vong don't think anything of these people. The Yuuzhan Vong rule for like appreciating death, and of course, the people that do this aren't worth sacrifice. They'll die, of course, but they won't be sacrificed to their gods. So, yeah, you've had these people thinking, I don't know if they're just greedy, like acting out of fear, or just belief that these Yuuzhan Vong will leave them alone. Of course, they won't. But Anakin goes there, finds his friends and some other Jedi, but when they try to have them escape, she gets caught. And a huge part of the book is Anakin helping another Yuuzhan Vong warrior, one who wants revenge for his own reasons, get to her. And it's good because Anakin truly does try to reason with that Yuuzhan Vong warrior. Like he says, we're defending ourselves. This is our galaxy. That the Yuuzhan Vong guy is just convinced. So they've been told by the gods it's their duty to like purify that galaxy, wipe out the non-believers, the infidels with their abomination machines, and they just won't reason for Anakin and this guy make an uneasy alliance. And they work together. Anakin actually he begins to understand the Yuuzhan Vong, and he becomes more. He's still kind of technical for the Force, but he seems to become more aware of them, and he gets a better understanding. By the end, he saves his friend. She's been horribly mutated by the Yuuzhan Vong, but he's able to free her. She fights back, beheads the woman who did all the experiments to her, and they escape. And there's one thing that bugged me about this book, and I kind of thought this was it's a brief mention of the Song of Ice and Fire books. Feast of Crows and Dance with Dragons effectively were happening at the same time, but they were split by location rather than timeline. So, for example, in the north, you've got Jon Snow at the Night's Watch, and in the south, you've got Cersei and Jaime in King's Landing. And actually, the things in the south were happening in A Feast of Crows, but they were happening at the same time as the stuff in the north. But that was in A Dance with Dragons. Not bad when you can read them both when they're out. But God almighty, reading that 5 years later, you read book 4 and it's like, oh, where are the rest of the characters? Where's Davos? Where's Jon? Where's Tyrion? You have to wait 5 years to find it out. It kind of felt like it's doing the same sort of thing because Han and Leia seem to have vanished. Luke goes off to get help with Colin's father-in-law, Booster Terek, and they kind of just disappear for ages. So I was thinking, okay, so what's going to happen? Will Anakin, I don't know, try and save her, but run into trouble and it's a cliffhanger ending, and then the next book you see what Luke and the others have been doing the whole time. But no, that didn't happen. Anakin saved his friend, and I think they're hinting at romance because Anakin and his friends let into this, they just completely give themselves over to the Force, and they've had this storm of devastation. They able to rip trees out of the ground, they actually destroy a Yuuzhan Vong mothership. It's really amazing, and of course that's how Luke and Mara's relationship developed. They it's the Hand of Thorn duology. They just give in to how powerful they can be together. They just completely understand each other, and then they fall in love at the same time. It's really well written. It feels like they're going with the same thing. So I'm hoping that Anakin and Tahiri have a romance. Anakin's 15, 16, but I'm not sure how much time has passed. A lot of time has passed in this book. It makes me wonder how long till Mara gives birth in the next one. But yeah, so it was a bit strange how all these other characters vanish. I mean, I like that it was all Anakin's book. I mean, some books, it can be a problem when you've got way too many characters and you're zipping back and forth. That is The Walking Dead case of season 7, when you've got all these different places and you don't see some characters for weeks. And I know people watch it live hated it in The Walking Dead effect. And this doesn't do that, but I still wonder where the hell were Luke and Mara and all the others the whole time. But maybe that's part 2. I mean, this is just part 1, so we'll see. But it was a good ending. Anakin and Tahiri survived. They got help from Booster Terek because friend, what's his name? Not a bounty hunter. Talon Kardi, smuggler, the king smuggler. He got help, and yeah, they did it. He was wrecking Yuuzhan Vong ships that weren't hard forever. Booster Terek showed up and just obliterated the Yuuzhan Vong mothership. Oh, it's absolutely great. So yeah, that story ended really well. But what else was going on with the other characters at the same time? Because it's got to have been at least a month, maybe 2 past in that time. Because Anakin was also acting as a slave, so when working with the other Yuuzhan Vong for a while. But no, we'll see. I absolutely loved it. Great to see. You got Jason in the previous book, and now Anakin in this one. When Jane is obviously happy with Rogue Squadron, but when's she going to get it? When she decides what sort of Jedi she wants to be, will she walk away from it like Leia did? Because obviously Leia had to be a politician. Spoiler for the Disney EU here, but absolutely dumb. When Leia was discovered to be Darth Vader's daughter, it wrecked her political career. But then she became a politician and abandoned her Jedi training because she sensed if she trained to be a Jedi, her son would die. And spoiler for the last film, he died anyway. So yeah. Ignoring how dumb that all sounds, in the EU, Leia gave up being a Jedi because, much like why Luke was definitely their last tape, if I had a PC, I'd edit that out, but I don't. So these are nice natural videos, no edits, whatever. So stuff like that happens a lot. But yeah, maybe Jane will do the same thing. She'll kind of Leia abandoned being Jedi to be a, because she was a politician, which made sense. It's why Luke was considered the last hope, because Leia had to effectively be, the senator, the diplomat, the future chancellor or president of the New Republic. Luke never had to do any of that stuff. He came up, Luke has been warned he might have to become a politician at some point. But yeah, will Jane effectively stop training to be a Jedi just to be a pilot? Who knows? But yeah, that's what I like about not knowing what's happened. I've heard little bits here and there, like 20 odd years ago, and of course 2005 hype Star Wars was massive, and of course these books are new, so spoilers got out, but thank God not quite as bad. And I have the odd memory here and there, like I knew from years ago, book 1, Chewbacca died, but I had no idea when it happened, whether it was even MJ or a future series of Legacy of the Force, and then that wouldn't have been written back in 2000. But then I have no idea exactly when I heard that spoiler. What was that, 2007? And in fact, then there's Fate of the Jedi, which came out years later. I've got no idea what goes on there, but I can't really dare risk looking at the back. I've heard bits about certain things that happen, but I don't know when. Hell, some of them might just be totally wrong. Who knows? But yeah, back to topic. Really good book. I love the artwork. I assume that's Tahiri after she's had the Yuzhan Vong implants put into her, but she's obviously powerful enough to break through it, and Anakin's faith in her probably helped as well. Yeah, really, really recommended it. It's nice that the book's not even 300 pages. Yeah, 291. It's just helps you get through it a bit quicker. No fat in there. There's no filler. It's just quite fast, and of course all focus on Anakin was a really good idea. So yeah, look forward to book part 2. See what happens there. Is Mara going to give birth? How much time has really passed? How many months was she pregnant when she found out? We'll see. And yeah, got a couple of books to read, and that will be when I'm travelling to see some friends in Lincoln, so I'll probably have more time, so I'll probably have it done in a week or so, even after my James Bond and Doctor Who books. But that's it. See you next time. Thank you. And again, please like and subscribe if you like this, and I'll try and keep them coming as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye.